Welcome to Real Kiwi Fishing. This week, Stevo and I back out on the coast. Going to be doing a couple of Kontiki sets tonight. Come up here on the late arvo. Tide's going out. Normally fish that incoming, so it'll be interesting to see if we actually get some fish this time on that outgoing. Now, what I've seen lately up here along the coast, there's a lot of sharks being caught. But I've also seen some real nice catches of snapper. So we thought, hey, let's head up along the coast and we'll go and do a Tiki set off Muriwai. So hopefully get into a few fish. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So we just got a bit of mixture of mullet and squid. Like to have a bit of a mixture, not just one bait. And when we use the two baits, we like to spread them out obviously along, so you don't want all your squid up the front or up the back. Sort of do a couple of mullets, a couple of squids, a couple of mullets. And what we're going to do on this drop is we're going to spread the hooks out even a little bit more than what we normally do, just because of the distance and we're not sure where the fish is sitting out here. We're going to do quite a long drop on our first one. We're going to just send it right out and hopefully get into a few fish so we know where to set that second one. But yeah, we're just baiting up and we'll get it ready and get it out there. Hopefully get two sets in, but we'll see how we go. If we're going to let this one ride out, it's going to take a while to get out there. Probably let it soak for about maybe 40 minutes to an hour. So we might not get a second one in, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully get into a few fish. So Stevo's got the seahorse, and obviously it's electric, but he's also got the GPS model. And as we were driving in, saw another couple of guys down the beach there, and the line was getting pulled hard to the right, so we're going to offset it. And that's the great thing with these GPS ones, you can offset it and hopefully they'll just stay in that straight line. But yeah, we just use little bits of cube baits. So nothing too big. What I sort of think is the fish will come in, hopefully with a smaller bait, we'll just grab it, get hooked up, rather than chewing on a big bait and sort of mangling your bait and actually don't get caught up. So that's what we sort of think, smaller baits, just so the fish sort of grab it in that one bite and get hooked up. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So Stevo's just laying out the sinkers, running 4 sinkers, basically one up the front, one at the back, and then 2 in the mid. It's not overly a deep beach, but like all snapper fishing, you want to have your baits near that bottom. But yeah, it's just getting the Kontiki ready. What we're going to do is we're just going to let it go as far as we can on this first drop. And hey, if we get enough fish on this first set, we can go home. But it's a cool way to come up and spend the day on the beach, especially if you've got a couple of sets of batteries. You can obviously do your couple of sets, come up, set your Kontiki, and then chuck your surf casters out. Get the kids into it. It's great for kids, especially with the Kontiki and your surf casting side of things. Always get KIWI in the surf, keeps the kids interested, and then hopefully you bring in your Kontiki full of fish, get them all excited, keen to get back out there and do it again. But yeah, great way to spend the day up on the beach. I used to do it with my old man, used to love it. Used to have the big Kontiki bag, and used to set a lot more hooks back in the day, and fill the Kontiki bag up, let it go. And of course you needed to be offshores for it to work, and that's the great thing with the electric ones these days. You don't have to rely on that. You can just get out there and do it even when it's on shores or cross shore. But Stevo's taking it out now. It's quite a big swell rolling today. Actually bigger than what I thought it would be, but it's been a constant sort of 1 to 2 meters for a while, and it takes a while for that swell to die down. It's only about 1 meter today, probably with 1.5 meters sort of face on it. That's the great thing when you come up Muriwai as well. Pretty much can't see anybody else either side of us. You can just come up, find your little special spot. So she's off. There you go, set. It's on our way out. We'll just let it run as far as we can. It's got about 2,000 meters on the spool, which is quite a lot of line, but I like to set out as far as you can on the first set. There's nothing worse than doing a close set and you've got nothing on it. I'd rather do a long set and have nothing, and then do that short set on the second. I think there's more of a chance getting fish on a long set, even if it's just a couple, and then you can just readjust for your second set. There's quite a few gannets sort of flying through. Looks like they've been sort of feeding further north. But let's just hope there's a few fish around out in the deep. Might only get the one set. The sun's getting a bit low, but we'll see how we go. So we've got quite a big surge going. Let's pull the line down the beach there. This has probably done a big sort of horseshoe. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it in. It's only been out there for 40 minutes. My sister and I were further up the beach there, and we were out just on the lip there, casting into a channel and getting heaps of gurnard. So plan is if there's no fish, we'll just do a short drop in behind the waves there and hopefully clean up on the gurnard, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully there's a few fish here on this set. Stevo's helping the Kontiki in. It's quite heavy, but not too sure if it's fish or if it's just that strong current that's heading down the beach. We're hoping it's fish getting dragged down there, and preferably not sharks. But I know when we were up here a couple of weeks ago, me and the sis saw a lot of sharks being caught on the long lines and the Kontikis, like I was saying. A lot of hammerheads. And even when we were surf casting, got quite a few of the little dogfish or lemon fish. This time of year, sort of coming up into Christmas, to that warmer months, get a lot of sharks along the beach. I like to sort of do the Kontiki again sort of around that end of February, March, April. Get a lot of nice snapper up here, even surf casting. But hey, even if we catch a few sharks and nothing else, I know where I'd rather be, and that's out here rather than at home, even if it is sharks or KIWI, but fingers crossed. Okay, Stevo's bringing our first fish. So it looks like we've got a few snapper there, at least. Well, the sun's gone down. Got about 4 or 5 snapper and a gurnard, which is probably enough for us anyway. A beautiful evening, sun's going down. A couple of big sort of storm clouds there. We were going to actually stay the night, but what we'll do is we're going to head back home tonight, have a crash, and then we might come back out here tomorrow morning, do a couple more sets. Came up last night, set it a couple of times, caught a few fish, nothing big, a few snapper and a couple of gurnard, and thought we'd come up again and do a morning sesh up along the coast here. Hopefully get a couple of sets in, and also brought along surf casters. Got a bit of mullet and squid again, try that, it was quite good last night. Got a real strong north current going on, but looks like there's quite a bit of fish there. Looks like all snapper so far. Still nothing big, looks like, but probably bigger than yesterday. There you go. Stevo's got a bit of a catch there. A couple of trevally and snapper. Nothing big. But hey, fish is a fish. Thanks for watching another great day out fishing with Real Kiwi Fishing. And you can also find more of my movies on my YouTube channel, Real Kiwi Fishing.